been so excited to film these because I've had tons of requests to go over the basics of makeup, highlighting and contouring, eyebrows, eyelashes, the whole shebang. And I wanted to start off with eyes. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to call this tutorial yet, but I do know I want to show you how I get this natural glam eye because it does have a little bit of everything. So as I go through the tutorial, I can give you basic tips and tricks on how to make your eyes look their best. So if you want to see how to get this eye look and learn a little bit more about eyeshadow and eyeliner and all that jazz, then just keep watching. Okay, before we actually jump into the tutorial part of this, I really quickly wanted to explain the anatomy of your eye. Again, this is a very, very basic video, so some of you are gonna be like, snooze fest, I already knew all that. But I found with my clients that say, like, I just cannot do eyeshadow, I don't understand. It's because they don't understand the different parts of their eyes. So really quickly, I will just explain. Right under here is obviously the top of your brow bone. This is where you're gonna put your highlight color. This is gonna help add structure to your eye, really emphasize that brow bone. So you want your highlight, your lightest color to go right at the top of this brow bone. Right here, this part that sticks out the furthest is your brow bone. This is where all the blending is going to happen. So right here is where your transition color is going to start to fade out, and it's going to help everything look more natural, no harsh lines. Blending on your brow bone is very important. Underneath your brow bone, the part that is set furthest back is your crease. Depending on what kind of eyes you have, whether they're hooded or more deep set like mine, your crease is going to vary in size and even visibility, but this is the part where generally you put the darkest color. If you're wanting to really do a cut crease look, that means you put dark colors in here to really cut that out to make your eyes look very prominent. Right here is obviously your eyelid, inner corner and outer corner. And then one other part I think is important to know is it's called your outer V. And this is the V that creates right here in your crease over to the top of your eyelash. If you're really wanting to make a dramatic look, make your eyes pop, a lot of times you'll put a very dark color on your outer V. I know that is so basic, but it really does change your ability to do your eyeshadow. If you understand the different parts of your eye and what's actually supposed to be happening on those different parts. So I really wanted to explain that. Now we'll actually get into the tutorial. Start off this look, I'm going to of course start with a transition shade. I like to pick a transition shade that's 1 to 2 shades darker than my skin tone. And for this, since I am going very natural, I want to pick a very light shade. I'm going to use MAC Samoa Silk. It is a very peachy shade, and I am using a MAC 224. Again, like I talked about in my last video, you want a big, fluffy blending brush with soft bristles that's really going to be able to spread your product around and not make it too intense. You want to start off with just a little bit of product on your brush and go right in that crease, blending it up onto the brow bone and a little bit onto your lid in windshield wiper motions. Once you've got the color deposited where you want it, then you want to start doing little mini circles and really blending it out to make sure there's no harsh lines. Don't be intimidated by the fact that this is orange or peachy colored. That will just really help it blend in with your skin. If you choose to do a more natural look and you choose a brown transition shade, that is just gonna add more drama and take away from the naturalness of it, I guess. So using a peachy skin colored eyeshadow can be intimidating, but it really does look the best. For step 2, I'm going to put a light color all over my lid. I'm going to be using a flat shader brush where the bristles are a little bit more dense and flat, and they're really going to help pack on that color. And I'm going to use 2 different colors. I'm going to use MAC Naked Lunch and All That Glitters. All That Glitters is literally one of my favorite eyeshadows from MAC, but it's a little bit too dark for this look. So I'm going to mix it with Naked Lunch to really create a creamy vanilla shade on my lid. And I'm just gonna pack this all over my lid, starting at the inner corner, working my way to the outer corner, all the way from lash line up into your crease. And another little tip for eyeshadow is when you're trying to do an all over lid color that you want to stand out, you want to really press it into the skin rather than sweep it back and forth like this, because sweeping it is just going to make the color more blended and not as pigmented, and patting it is going to make sure that you're getting it right where you want and make sure the color is really opaque. And is opaque the word I'm looking for? It's going to make sure the color really stands out. Another tip that can really help you with your eyeshadow game is to blend in between every step. I'm going to use that same big fluffy blending brush, the MAC 224. It has nothing on it, and I'm just going to blend those two colors together again. I like to do this in between every single step in my makeup process. Whether you're using 8 shades or 2, it's really important to blend everything together. Then I'm going to just pop a light shimmery shade. I am using Stila Kitten on top of my eyebrows, right on top of my eyebrows, right over those eyebrows, make them look frosty, right under my eyebrows to bring the look all together. If you were intimidated by the thought of putting on a winged eyeliner and lashes, you could just stop here. This look is gorgeous. If you're just to curl your lashes, put on some mascara. It's so easy and natural looking, yet it really does make you look very fresh and awake. But if you wanted to amp up the glam a little bit, then you can add a winged eyeliner and false lashes. And of course, that's what I'm gonna do because I just can't help myself when it comes to false lashes. I always say yes. I am using a angled liner brush from Sigma with the Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner in Blackest Black. This is my favorite eyeliner. And before I ever even attempt to do my wings, I first line the tops of both my eyes. And yes, I pulled just a little bit on my eyes to be able to get my liner straight. If I don't do that little pull, then my eyeliner ends up looking all ski-wampus. I know I'm gonna get wrinkles, but at least my eyeliner will be straight. Okay, and then to do the actual wing, all I do is take my brush, start at my bottom lash line, and I draw a straight line up to my eyebrow. Not all the way up to the eyebrow, obviously, but up in that general direction, and then drag the line back in towards the top of your eyelid to meet up with the rest of your liner. Okay, and then once you're done with that, you're gonna wanna move on to false eyelashes. I'm wearing Red Cherry number 47. These are my favorite lashes right now. First, you're gonna wanna curl your lashes and apply mascara. I am using Benefit's They're Real to just apply a really thin coat to my upper lashes. These make such a difference. I love false lashes, and I know a lot of people are very intimidated by them, but when you have this thick of a winged liner, you need some big lashes to help balance that out. I would never wear this thick of a liner with just my natural little bitty lash. If you have long, gorgeous lashes, you probably don't need to wear false lashes. But if you have tried winged eyeliner and it just doesn't look good on you, definitely, just as a little extra tip, try balancing it out with a thicker lash, and I promise you'll love the way it looks. It just takes your look to the next level. And now to finish off the look, we're going to smoke out the bottom lash line. This is something I do in 97% of the looks that I do. A lot of people are so afraid to put shadow underneath their eyes because they're afraid that it is going to close them off, but it will do the exact opposite. As long as you blend everything out, it ends up looking gorgeous. I am going to use that same shade I used in my transition shade, this MAC Samoa Silk, and I am using a dome brush. It's just like a pencil brush, except a dome on the end, hence the name. And it has longer bristles, so it's not very dense, so it's really going to help me to blend everything out. And again, I'm just going to use a little bit of that product, and I'm going to put it right underneath my lash line from inner corner to outer corner, using those same sweeping motions that we used before to really buff it out and make sure everything looks natural. Then the last thing you want to do is take a flat liner brush, definer brush. A flat top liner brush. I am using MAC 212, and you want to pick a darker color and pack that right next to the lash line. I am using Makeup Geek, what's this called? I am using Makeup Geek Cosmopolitan, or I'm not really sure what it's called. It's like slipping my mind right now. So I will have it linked in my blog. Everything I've used will actually be linked on my blog. It's just a really pretty orange shimmery shade, and I'm going to pack that right underneath my lash line, not smoking this out. You really just want to press this in. You don't want to do any sweeping motions. That will cause fallout and that will smoke this color out, and you don't want that. You just want it to be packed right in next to your lash line to really add that pop of color and help define your lash line a little bit better. man, my eyes are watering. Woo! Come on, girls, get it together. We can't ruin our face makeup. That would be a tragedy. That is so subtle, but it makes such a big difference to have that little ring around your eyes. Where this is a natural glam look and we have that super heavy eyeliner on the top, I like to line my eyes with a shadow instead of an actual liner pencil, and that will help soften everything up. And the last tip I have for today for your eyes is to make your eyes look bigger. You're gonna wanna put mascara on your bottom lashes. I am using Benefits They're Real, and I am just gonna put a really light coat on my lashes, and that is just gonna open up your eyes and again make your eyes the focal point of the look. And that is it for the eyes. It seriously is so easy. This look is my go-to look when I want to look very feminine and glamorous, but I don't have a lot of time. That's all. That's probably all I want to say. I should just stop talking now. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and that you learned a few techniques that will help you feel more confident when applying your eye makeup. These techniques are universal. It doesn't matter if you're doing smoky eyes, working with colors, or more neutral tones like this. The techniques are all the same. I am going to put out a few more basic eye videos doing a more natural eye, a smoky eye. We're going to cover a little bit more, but I just wanted to give you the basics that you can have a better understanding and feel more confident. If you did like this video, please share it with your friends. I am loving getting notifications that people that I don't even know are sharing this on Pinterest and Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, and I am seriously so grateful. That's the only way my channel is going to grow, is if you guys are sharing this with your friends, because no one even knows that I exist here on the internet unless you guys are sharing it. So thank you so much for doing that, and please continue to do so, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week. Bye. Oh, that's not what I want to say. Okay. Restart. Whoop. Restart. That. Okay. Oh, I'm struggling today. I need to get this done and go to bed. Or take a nap or something. Eat some ice cream. Oh, I feel better. Whoa. Start over.